Welcome back to another episode of The Love Shop, where today we're going to be talking about the most popular Rolex watch, the Rolex Submariner. The Rolex Submariner was first introduced in the 1950s, where they came out with its original stainless steel aluminum bezel with a plastic crystal. Rolex then came out in 2009 with the ceramic bezel. So if you can tell the difference, this is an aluminum bezel, this one is a ceramic bezel, and that one came out in 2009. And recently in 2021, Rolex just came out with the 41 millimeter, which gives it a little extra boost to the size from its profile to the top where the lugs are a little bit thicker, as opposed to the older ones where you can tell this one looks like it has a little more muscle to it. So I want to show you the difference between these two, which you'll be able to tell since they're similar. They're the stainless steel with the date. So this one on my right is a 16613 aluminum bezel, and the other one is a 126613 ceramic bezel. If you can tell, there's also a slight difference in size. This one on the right is a 40 millimeter. This one on the left is a 41 millimeter, which they just recently changed. Also, if you look at the links here, more towards the top, on the older ones, which is like this one, there's a two-piece link as opposed to when they switched the model to a one-piece link. And also, this one, you'll see pinholes on the side, as opposed to this one, you won't see any pinholes. If you take a look at the buckles, they've also had a drastic change. However, they stayed essentially the same, just more of a block rather than seeing the links. However, one of the biggest changes, if you open the watches themselves from the buckle, you'll see here it's more of that new classic finish as opposed to the older one. But they've also done something where, for a person who is a diver, they like to be able to change the size so that they can put it over their wetsuit. So Rolex introduced on the new one the ability to be able to change the size by yourself, where you can just kind of glide it through the back and you can click it back in and it adjusts the size while you're out in the water or you're just getting out of the water and you want to change the size. You can do it by yourself. So I want to show you something that is a little unorthodox to do for your Rolex. However, some people love the sport model, but they want to make it a little bit more dressy, a little more elegant. So we've done something that's aftermarket, so it does void your warranty with Rolex. However, this is an older model. So a client of ours wanted something a little bit more dressy, flashy, less sporty, but he loved the design of the Rolex Submariner. So we went ahead and changed the bezel so it doesn't rotate anymore like the actual Rolex bezel for the Rolex Submariner. However, it does have the same finish. We added diamonds, blue sapphires, and then we did a mother of pearl diamond dial with the blue sapphires as well to make it a little bit more flashy. Again, this is all aftermarket, but it can be done to any Rolex. So the Rolex Submariner also comes in the two-tone. The original introduction was in stainless steel, afterwards was in gold, and then came the two-tone, which these are the newer two-tones, the 41 millimeters. We only have the older one, which is like this. So if you can tell, this one was a 40, this is the 41, and this one also has a two-piece link close to the case, the same one that we had in our stainless steel. So if you can tell, there's a difference even though this one doesn't have the original bezel, but you can see that there's significant change in the design, but they do stay the same. I gave you a quick overview of the Rolex Submariner. Next episode, we're going to be going into depth with the Kermit Starbucks and the Hulk. So the two greens that are the most popular, super trending today, and their price point has gone up so much, and we're going to talk about why. So stay tuned for our next episode where we're going to be talking about the Rolex Kermit, the Rolex Hulk. You can visit us in store, you can visit us online at levjewelers.com, visit us at the Promenade Shops, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram. We'll see you soon.